Howdy folks, this is Grebner with Grebner Outdoors, and this is a video that a lot of you probably been looking forward to, and I've been looking forward to making it for you. Deer hunting gear for the early season, and just my recommendations for gear, basically. I'm going to cover some scent use, survival gear, and basically what I think you probably ought to have with you. And I'm going to try and get it all into one part, so I need to get going. Right now, as I previously reviewed, I'm wearing Marine Digital, and as I said in those two videos, don't put any patches on it, respect the uniform, but it's very useful early season deer camo. What am I running in this pocket? Poncho. Ripstop nylon, because you might get some rain in that early season. Also, these field jackets, they have liners. You can take them out. So I'm going to turn the camera around here and get going. This is my Mad Dog Day Pack that you're seeing right here. And I'm going to go through this, and like I said, I'm going to try and get it all into one part. This here, previously reviewed by me as well as by Nut and Fancy. This is the SP10 Ontario Marine Raider knife. It's a badass knife. It's heavy, and this is not only survival oriented, but it's also defensively oriented in case you're in a part of the country where you have large predators, where you're dragging a deer out. By the way, this is bow hunting gear. I am a bow hunter. Also, this kind of replaces the need for a tree saw for limbing out and cutting shooting lanes. And this setup is more geared towards you climber guys. What's in this pocket? Primos can call. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't use that until you get to about mid-rut. Wildlife Systems Fox Piss. Compass. Always have a compass. Even if you think you know where you're going, if you get disoriented, which I have been, you get what's called bush panic, and it really messes with you. And there's nothing worse than getting lost where you think you know where you're at. This here, previously demoed by me, is trioxane military ration fire starter. I demoed it with a flint and steel, and getting into this pouch. What's this? This here is a Violet True Glow hat light for walking in and walking out. What's this? Also running in its pouch. Leatherman, I believe it's a Leatherman Wave. This is mine. Never hurts, obviously. It's got another blade on it. It has a rescue blade on it, which I don't necessarily know why you'd need that out in the woods. But here's another one. This small saw blade can be very useful, and I think that a multi-tool, even though it adds weight to your loadout for stuff, it gives you capability, as Nut and Fancy would say. It allows you to, as I try to put the scissors back in here, it allows you to have capability in itself And also, this file I will come back to in a minute. Now, most of this stuff's been survival gear. Why? Because you shouldn't go out expecting to come back. You can get lost in 3 acres of ground, and that's scary, and you might be spending the night there. So, Bushnell Yardage Pro, this is a 450 Sport. Range things when you get there, and no, this here is an Eastman Outfitters rattle bag. For you guys that are wondering, you don't want to necessarily rattle until they start chasing. And I'm not the best at it, but I plan to get better. So now more survival gear. This is a cold steel spike buoy. I think that it will be a good skinning knife, and it never hurts to have more than one knife, because knives are tools and they are susceptible to breaking. Now we have our fire capability right here. This is trioxane, this is a magnesium fire starter, and this is the file out on my Leatherman Wave. I find that you can throw a lot better spark with a file than you can with this chintzy ass little saw blade, and I have it on my neck knife sheath, because also you can do that, but if it's starting to get cooler and you're losing dexterity, I would rather do it with a file so that I don't have to worry about injuring myself. Also, what else do I have in here? Emergency survival blanket. This is good, but remember, nothing is guaranteed. And a lot of this stuff is pretty easy to get in there. You saw that it wasn't really bulging. Hand warmers, because you never know. Oh, what's this? This is, I think, 20 feet, a 550 paracord. Why do I have that in there? Because you might have to build a shelter, and also 550 cord, it makes a good bow line. Phoenix TK10, waterproof, shockproof, goddamn good flashlight. I got turned on to it by Nut and Fancy, but it's compact enough, it has battery life, and you notice I have 2 lighting systems in here. So I'm going to pick this up in a part 2. God bless all my Ted Nugent blood brothers out there. Join the NRA and protect our rights. Thank you to those of you involved in law enforcement. I'm getting stoked about deer season, and it's not even July yet. And make sure to tune in for part 2 of Tex Grebner Outdoors gear recommendations for deer hunters.